But the big one recently has been Mane to Liverpool. Sorry, it's Mane to Liverpool. Mane to Real Madrid from Liverpool. Now, Zidane's back. And Zidane's coming to do damage. That's a reality. Because, let's be honest, he left because, one, he won 3 Champions League. You can't get much better than that.
I mean, he could have won 3 leagues with it.
He could have. But I mean, at that point, after winning 3, anything you do after, unless you now go and win another Champions League, it's like, okay, but it's not a Champions League. It's not a 4th one. So it was kind of left at the highest possible point. But we know, obviously, there was issues about, Ronaldo staying and going. He had issues with Bale, and there was talk about whether Bale was going to stay or go. And I think there was about assurances about whether or not he's going to have the money to basically, recycle the whole squad, get a new squad in.
I mean, because apparently he's been given 300 allegedly.
Well, that's the thing. He's come back now, which I think has surprised a lot of people.
I think it's a bad move, personally.
It might be.
I think it's a bad move, but hey, prove me wrong.
He wouldn't have come without obviously getting a good wage and assurances about what he can spend the summer. So Real Madrid are going to do damage. If Mane comes, I kind of know what you're going to say, but I'll come to Calvert. If Real Madrid want Mane in the summer, would he turn them down? Would he say, I'm going to stay with Liverpool?
No.
Wait. Are you a Liverpool fan? Or?
No, he's not.
Barcelona fan?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He's not going to turn them down. He's going to go.
Even if the project at Liverpool, winning the...
Let him land, man. Talk. Let him land. Let him land. Look, the guy.
There was a project at Liverpool when Coutinho left, and Coutinho went to go Barcelona. When those kind of clubs and that kind of stature come calling, it's not so easy just to say no. Like Real Madrid have been haunting, knocking on the door of David De Gea for ages, and you know what? They are so lucky that they signed Thibaut, because this year would have been it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
But the thing is, there's talk that they might come back in.
Yeah, I know.
Courtois obviously not. He's not.
Yeah.
He made a mistake for Belgium, and then he's.
And I mean, a FIFA mistake.
When those kind of clubs come calling, like, you don't say no. Like, if Zidane wanted to go in and he wanted to get Mane's going. If he went in and he was said 120 million in Pogba's gone. I'm telling you, Pogba is gone. I don't care what anyone says. Pogba is gone, bro.
Well, that's another one. The Pogba actually came out during... It's funny, international breaks always... they're hilarious to me. Because everyone either drops out injured, or someone makes a quote. And it's always like you have the whole season where you just choose the little 2 weeks in October and then March where let me just speak to the media and say everything that I want to get on my chest.
Because they're not around club officials. And
it must be. So obviously he's come out and basically said Real Madrid is a dream, like a dream team, a dream move. Playing under Zidane would be a dream. But he's happy at Man United at the moment. This is exactly what it's happy at Man United at the moment. So he's happy about Solskjaer, wants him to stay. But as you said, I
think he also said, I think he said, I don't know what the future holds, but I'm happy.
Yeah. I don't know I'm happy at the moment. I don't know what the future holds. But obviously Real Madrid is like something that's always probably been his back in life. When he started playing football, I would love to play for Real Madrid, like playing El Clasico, blah, that kind of stuff. Obviously, the reality is he's under contract, so a bid will have to be accepted. But if the bid is right, or if he pushes for a move, as some players do, agents do, etc., I agree. I think he would go. He's making the sounds that he would go. Mane hasn't done that, though.
No, he hasn't. And I think it's just more so because Pogba doesn't really have anything to fight for in the season. I mean, he can let his mentality drop a bit, whereas Mane, he's fighting on 2 fronts. They're fighting for the Champions League and they're fighting for the league title.
But Man United's in the Champions League.
Huh? What? Are they?
Yeah.
Wait, who they got?
Man United in the Champions League.
Who do they have? The guys ask you a question. Answer the question. Answer the question.
One of the quarterfinal opponents. You have to play someone. It doesn't matter who he's in it, and he's in it to win it.
So Man United not in the Champions League. Anyway, Mane is concentrating hard on his football right now. The guy's got 13 in his last 17 matches, 11 and 11 if you want to take it back a little bit. 11 and 11, but 13 and 17. The guy's concentrating hard. He's trying to win Liverpool something. If he wins, like say the project's complete and they win the league title, he will go. If he doesn't, it might make it a bit more difficult for him. But I still think he will go. It's Real Madrid, bro. You just don't say no to Real Madrid. They're in desperate need of some players. They need some wingers. They need some strikers. They need some defenders. They need, oh my God,
they need a lot.
They need a lot, man.
Have a
lot.
Well, look, I mean, me and Carl, obviously, we disagree on a lot of things, But I think, there's a first for everything. I think this is one of those rare times, despite our many arguments, that we have come together as one. So this just shows you that, guys, in life, keep trying, you will combine one time. Carl took the words right out of my mouth. I respect Liverpool. I respect the cup. I respect everyone. I mean, shout out to, what's it called? Drifty. Shout out to Callum, Matt, Bianca. Shout out to all the crew, man. I love you guys. If Zidane picks up the phone and says, Manny, I want you, do you think for 1 second, Manny be like,
he's right, it's good.
Hey, Zizou, I thank you, but I want to remain at Liverpool at that Anfield. Did I say, excuse me? wait. Let me repeat myself. I'm telling you that I want you to play at the Bernabeu. Are you mad? Manny is saying yes. There is no, unless Manny is mad, unless somebody stole his brain. As Carl said, there are clubs you don't say no to. And this is not disrespect to Liverpool. Every great player that you can think of has played for either Barcelona or Real Madrid. Think about it. All of the great players that we know have played for either Barcelona or Real Madrid. If Real Madrid come calling, any player you speak to, that is one of the things you want to play for. People say, okay, I love Liverpool, I love United, I love Bayern Munich. There's something about Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Yeah, no, I agree up to a point. Because there are great players who haven't played for them, the likes of Maldini when Serie A was high, and there's a lot of Inzaghi, for example. These are all top players. But of course, yeah, especially in the last, we talk about even the last 15 years. Players, all the Ballon d'Or winners, of course, Messi, Ronaldo. Kaká wins it, goes off to Real Madrid. Cannavaro won it when he was at Real Madrid. They obviously Ronaldinho at Barcelona. It just.
For me, I don't think it's going to happen because I just feel it's just a rumor, and this is just. I still think we'll probably get into this. I think Hazard is the number one priority. I think that is what he wants to get, and then you've got maybe Icardi, you've got all of these guys. But let's just be real, man. If Real Madrid, it's a question about how much. Now that's something that we can discuss. I said in my video 250. And people go easy. Let me land.
I genuinely didn't hear you.
250. Can I land? Let me land. I said in my video that if you're Liverpool, I believe Mane is Liverpool's best attacking player. Van Dijk is the best player. Mane is the best attacking player. If it's a case of no, we don't want him for anything. If they truly value him, 250 will begin discussions. If it's a case of he's not for sale at all. We don't want him at all. Now, are you guys saying that if Liverpool truly value Mane as a player who's not for sale, they'll accept 150? Let's be real. If they truly value him, I'm no, he's not for sale. He's one of our best players. You think they accept 150?
What I would say, we'll put it like this.
But they pretty much did, and and they value Coutinho so much.
That's what I would argue. What we believe, we might think, Mane, say the best player, most effective. Some people say Salah, and at the time, people would say Coutinho, whatever. Cool. But Liverpool, at that point in the summer, because obviously he went in January, but in the summer when they were all rejecting all the bids, he was Liverpool's key player. Whether you think he's the best or not, it was another. But he was their main man, the talisman. And they ended up selling him for 140 million, 142 million. Now, the market ain't changed that much since then because that was after the Mbappe, Neymar, Dembele, and obviously Pogba was even before that. But all those signings happened. Nothing major has happened since then to say now Liverpool's best player is worth 250 million. 150 million for me is reasonable. I think that's reasonable.
And it all depends. If Liverpool don't want to sell, right? Maybe we can up it. But if Mane comes in and says, no, I want to go.
That's the thing.
And he pushes it, that drops his value instantly because now they kind of have to sell. If Real Madrid come in and say, here's 100 million, and Liverpool go, no, 100 million is not enough, we don't want to sell. And then Mane comes out and goes, well, listen, I want to go with Madrid. You got to make this happen. They're not selling for 250. That's never going to happen.
And the thing is, look at Coutinho.
It's not going to happen.
They had no intention of selling Coutinho. They were going to buy Van Dijk in the summer, regardless of the Coutinho deal. They got in Salah already in that summer, but they were rejecting everything. It was not like, oh, get it out to a certain figure and then we sell. It was reject. Coutinho then pushed for the move, so much so that come the last couple months of his Liverpool career, he didn't even play as much. He was injured or something like that. If Mane pushes for that move, 150 million is enough.
Okay, look at this is where I stand. This is where I stand. Drifts, man like Max, Jados Maximus. If Mane asks for a transfer, I think we're looking at like 120. Because I think, see, that is an element that I didn't really take into account because. Okay, but let's just backtrack. So even if he asks for a transfer, okay, let's just play the scenario. He balls out. He keeps on scoring, scoring, blah blah blah, and he ends up being maybe third top scorer, and he's seen as one of the best players this season. And he asks for a move, but Liverpool are like, no, we want to keep you. We refuse. 250 is the thing. We refuse. See, even if you ask for a move, 250 because you ask. You're one of our best players. So even if you want to move,
Liverpool might offer him a new contract to show that they want him to stay, and he might say, no, reject. I want the move. But they will have to sell him.
But my argument isn't because you're saying 250. If Liverpool don't want to sell him, they won't, because I think he's got a 5-year contract, full 5-year contract. If Liverpool don't want to sell him, no amount of money buys him. You are not going full stop, done, dusted. Like when Barca against with PSG and Neymar. Not selling. They had to hit his release clause for him to go. So that's why it was 200 million.
Does he have a release clause?
No, he doesn't.
No.
He doesn't.
Everyone in Spain has to have a release clause.
Yeah, by law.
By law, yeah.
And in England it's by choice. Like Kante had a release clause, for example. But that's the only reason why Neymar went. So Liverpool, their options are, for me, we're not selling. Full stop. I don't care. You can bid 500 million. We're not selling. Which Real Madrid would never do. We're not selling. Or if Mane pushes for the move, for me you sell him for what his value is, and I would say 150 maximum. Now it's not. I don't think we'll ever get to 250 because if he's pushing for the move, 150 will be enough. If Liverpool are willing to give him the move, reluctantly but willing, 150 is enough.
Okay, look. Let me throw this in there. Do you feel Real Madrid would bid 150 for Mane?
No, and I tell you why.
Yeah, I would say no.
Not because he's not worth it, but I think they can get more for their money. And I say that because I read something that President of Real Madrid said. He said that
Florentino Perez.
Yeah. He said he would like to sign Neymar or Mbappe. Yeah. That's who he's looking at. And he said if the possibility is there, both of them.
Yeah.
He wants both of them. So I think those two are his number one priority.
No. It's that.
I would say Hazard.
I don't know.
Hazard is
I used to think that, but I don't know.
Hazard is number one.
No. If they look, let me speak to the people out there. Mbappe has to leave PSG.
I agree.
Let me be real. He has to leave PSG.
You don't have to leave this season.
No. He does. No. After that crap that I saw against United, he has to leave it this season. that just crap. If it's about priority, Real Madrid should take Mbappe as the main target.
Yeah.
I think that should, because at 20 years old of his ability, and if I'm Mbappe, that is the challenge you want to take. Your challenge is to dethrone Messi. That is a great challenge. Your challenge is you're here to dethrone Messi. The Classico now takes on a whole new element.
Yeah.
So, but then, what is his value? How much do PSG value him?
200 million minimum. Because
minimum?
Yeah, because they bought him for 170.
200.
200 minimum.
But I tell you what, and I think why it's worth it. Because listen, The guy's 20. 10 years in it.
10 years.
Easy.
That's 20 million a year.
Million, what?
You don't spend 200 million on someone that's 27 or 28. No, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
Guys, relax. Look, 120.
No, what?
120. Just chill. 120, John.
You're not listening.
135.
They spent 170.
135. Look, let's just talk about 135, man.
Listen, PSG bought
200 is too much. Come on,
But you're telling me
135.
250 for Mane.
Okay, 140.
This ain't everything.
We're not at auction.
Look, guys, come on, 140. 200 is too much, man. Look,
PSG bought it for 170 million. Since then, he's won the World Cup. You'll be lucky if you even get him for 170 million. Neymar went for 200 million from Barca to PSG. Mbappe is worth at least, I'm telling you, at least.
Okay, what about
200
installments or something?
No, it might be installments. I don't know how they're going to do it, but
May well be.
it's at least 200 million. And within that, I'm having a clause for if he wins the Ballon d'Or. I'm having a clause if he gets top goal scorer.
Okay. So you're telling me that's 175.
200 million.
200 million.
Okay.
That's the base.
Why not
can't
175? Why not 175?
I can't see.
Because
Okay, 180, man. Come on, 180.
I tell you why it will never be.
180.
PSG haven't actually got a return on their money. Now, because they bought him to win the Champions League. They were winning Ligue 1s without him, so they didn't need him to do that. They were bought him to win the Champions League, and they won the Champions League yet. So if they're going to sell him, they need to make a return on their money financially, because they ain't got a return on their money.
No.
Not saying he ain't performed, but they ain't really got a return on their
This
money.
is how you negotiate. So look, this is how I negotiate on the streets. 180. And I'm saying to the guys, for this 180, you can win the Champions League, because 180 can build you the team and the players that you need. Just give us the prodigy, and we'll give you this 180. And this 180, you can build the team you need. Defense, keeper, attacker to go in there. 185. Final offer. Come on, guys, 200 is too much, man.
200 ain't enough. 200 ain't enough.